Hey everyone, and welcome. We're diving deep into I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi today.
Yeah, this one's a classic for a reason, right?
It really is, and it's perfect for this deep dive, getting right to the good stuff.
Totally. And you told us you want actionable advice.
Exactly, and that's what Sethi delivers, like with his focus on big wins and the 85% solution.
Right. Like, who has time to sweat the small stuff? It's about making those big moves happen.
So true, because it's easy to get bogged down in the details with personal finance.
Totally. You can get stuck in this analysis paralysis and never usually get started.
Which is the opposite of what Sethi wants. He's all about taking action.
100%. So when we talk about those big wins, what comes to mind for you with this book?
Well, for me, tackling credit card debt feels huge. It's something so many of us struggle with.
Definitely. And Sethi has that 5-step plan for conquering it. I thought that was super helpful.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the tough stuff either, like even the emotional baggage of debt.
Right, because it's not just about the numbers, it's about how debt makes us feel.
Exactly. So should we break down those 5 steps, figure out how Sethi wants us to tackle this?
Let's do it. Step 1 is all about facing reality. Know exactly how much debt you're dealing with.
Which, let's be real, can be a little scary for some people.
True, but like they say, knowledge is power.
So true. So once you know those numbers, then what?
Then it's strategy time. Step 2, figure out how you want to attack that debt. Highest interest rate first. Or maybe go for a smaller balance to get a quick win.
I like that he gives you options, because everyone's different.
Exactly. And he doesn't just leave you hanging there. Step 3 is all about using your words.
Oh, tell me more.
Negotiation time. Reach out to those credit card companies and see if you can snag a lower APR.
Wait, seriously, I always thought those interest rates were set in stone.
Nope, that's a myth Sethi wants to bust. Think of APR like rent you're paying to borrow money. You try to negotiate a lower rent, right?
That's a good point. I never thought of it like that.
It's all about shifting your perspective and realizing you have more power than you think.
Okay, I'm feeling empowered already. So we know our numbers, we've got a plan, maybe even scored a lower interest rate. What's next?
Now it's time to put your money where your mouth is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Step 4 is about finding the money to actually pay off those debts.
The million-dollar question, where's that money coming from?
Right. And Sethi doesn't sugarcoat it. He's all about analyzing your spending, cutting back where you can, and redirecting that money toward your debt.
So it might be time to say goodbye to those daily lattes.
Maybe. It's not about deprivation. It's about being intentional. Enjoy your money, but make it work for you.
Love that. Okay, so we've faced our debt, we've got our plan, we're making conscious spending choices. What's the final step?
The simplest one, yet sometimes the hardest, just start. Take action. Remember that 85% solution.
It's all coming together. So Sethi's all about ditching those limiting beliefs, being proactive, and making those big wins happen.
Absolutely. And speaking of ditching limiting beliefs, he talks about that victim mentality a lot when it comes to finances. You know, that feeling of, oh, this is just how it is. I can't do anything about it.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well.
Right. But Sethi's like, nope, you have more control than you think. He wants us to ditch the blame game and embrace a mindset of empowerment.
It's about taking ownership and realizing that you have the power to change your financial situation.
Exactly. You are not powerless. And that actually ties in perfectly with another one of his big wins, becoming a master of your credit cards.
Okay, credit cards. They're like that friend who always encourages you to spend too much, you know?
Yeah, a little bit dangerous, right?
But Sethi actually wants us to use them strategically.
Totally. He's all about challenging that fear around credit cards.
I'll admit, I'm a little scared of them. Convince me why I shouldn't just hide them in a sock drawer.
Well, think about this.
Yeah.
He lays out these 6 commandments of credit cards.
6 commandments. Like, this sounds serious.
It's actually super practical. Like, did you know a lot of cards come with automatic warranty doubling?
Wait, really? So, like, that extra warranty I bought for my TV?
Might have been totally unnecessary. It's like Sethi says, these perks are hidden gems.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But I still worry about those interest rates.
And Sethi gets that. That's why he stresses paying your balance in full every month.
Right, so you're not drowning in interest charges. Makes sense.
Exactly. But let's say life happens and you do carry a balance one month.
Happens to the best of us.
Right. Well, remember how we talked about negotiation?
You mean, like, actually call the credit card company?
Yep. Ask for a lower APR. It feels kind of radical, but it can work.
Wow, okay. I'm learning so much.
And even if they don't budge on the interest rate, Sethi has other tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, Like what?
Keeping that credit utilization low.
Credit what now?
Credit utilization. Think of it like a swimming pool. Your credit limit is the whole pool, but you only want to use a little bit of the water.
Okay, I like that visual. So the less of my credit limit I use, the better.
You got it. A good credit score can save you tons of money in the long run.
Loans, apartments, even car insurance. It all ties in.
Exactly. It's all connected.
See, this is why I love these deep dives.
Yeah, okay.
So we're using our credit cards wisely, paying them off, keeping our credit utilization low. What's next on this journey to financial freedom?
Well, now that you're earning those credit card rewards, imagine if that could all happen on autopilot.
Oh, you mean like automating my finances? I'm all about that work smarter, not harder mentality.
Then you're speaking Sethi's language. He loves automation because willpower and motivation can only take us so far.
Oh, I know that's true. Sometimes that impulse buy just gets me.
Right, we're human. So automation is about setting up systems that work even when we're not at our best.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So how do we actually do that? Automate our finances.
He recommends starting with what he calls an automatic money flow. Sounds fancy, but it's just about automating those bill payments, savings contributions, even investments.
So instead of manually doing everything each month, I can just set it and forget it.
Pretty much. Imagine this, you get paid, money automatically goes to your savings, another chunk covers your bills, maybe even some fun money set aside.
Oh, I like the sound of that fun money category.
Right. It's about making your money work for you.
This is amazing. But let's talk about something that's always felt a little mysterious. Investing. Any tips for those of us who are intimidated by the stock market?
Absolutely. Sethi's big on simplifying investing. You don't need to be a Wall Street expert.
That's good to hear because I'm definitely not an expert.
He loves index funds. Have you ever wished you could own a tiny piece of tons of different companies like Apple, Google, all that?
Sure. But that sounds really complicated and expensive.
That's the beauty of index funds. They're like baskets of stocks that track the whole market.
So instead of picking individual stocks, I'm investing in like the entire market all at once.
Exactly. Built-in diversification. You're spreading out that risk and riding the wave of overall market growth.
And less risk always sounds good to me. But what about those stories of people getting rich quick by picking the next big stock?
Sethi's not about that get-rich-quick mentality. He sees that more as gambling than investing.
So, slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly. He's all about that long-term, disciplined approach to investing.
Choose your investments, automate those contributions, let it grow while you live your life.
Exactly. Because remember, it's not just about building wealth. Sethi wants us to live a rich life, right?
Right. It's about more than just the number in your bank account. It's about designing a life that truly reflects your values.
You got it. A rich life that is both financially secure and personally fulfilling.
It's about aligning your spending with what you actually value. I love that.
Exactly. Crafting a life that's both financially secure and personally fulfilling.
Okay, I'm on board. How do we start making that happen?
Well, Sethi talks about creating what he calls a rich life list.
A rich life list, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So it's kind of like a vision board, but with words instead of pictures, you know?
Okay, so like brainstorming your dream life.
Exactly. Write down those goals, those big aspirations, anything that lights you up.
I love a good brainstorming session. What kind of stuff goes on this list?
Anything goes. Dream vacation, learning a new skill, finally starting that business. It's all fair game.
It's about figuring out what truly matters to you and then making a plan to get there.
Exactly. Your own personal roadmap to a rich life. And the best part, no comparing to other people.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we've got our rich life list. Now, how do we actually turn those dreams into reality?
Well, Sethi's all about turning those dreams into actionable steps. Set goals, create a plan, and most importantly, stay consistent.
No more procrastinating. Time to make those dreams a reality.
Yes. And remember, it's a journey. There will be bumps along the way.
So how do we stay on track when things get tough? Asking for a friend.
Well, Sethi talks about resilience, being adaptable, and not forgetting to have a little fun along the way.
So basically, don't give up and maybe treat yourself to something nice every now and then.
Exactly. Embrace the ups and downs and remember why you started this journey in the first place. Sethi ends the book with a really powerful message about how we have the power to create a rich life on our own terms.
It's about taking control of our finances and using them as a tool to build the life we want.
Yes. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Start where you are, take action, and never stop learning.
Couldn't said it better myself.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich. We hope you feel as inspired and empowered as we do to start building your own rich life, one step at a time. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep those deep dives coming.